What's happening? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Members, literally representing. I'm here, representing from my exact location where you guys are. Where's the members from? Where you from? Who's here? Who's not here? Who's doing what? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Here we are. Here we are once again. I just want to see who's here in this chat. Where are you guys all literally watching from? And from there, man, we're just gonna be doing big things. We are gonna be doing big things. So yeah, man, let's do this. Let's do this, man. We're just getting started. It's just one of those days. People are thinking that our momentum is actually gonna die out, but they don't know that we're dedicated. They don't know that this is what we do for a living, man. Like we're just hustling, waking up every single day in order to just become better than the previous day. Yesterday, we don't really care much about it. Today, we stack up, man. We stack up. Like I did say, man, you can simply see every single day we've got goals here. We need to hustle and push. You can see I'm just ticking every day. If you don't believe that this is what I do on a daily, you can simply see, man, here it is again. Here it is again. Here it is. Like it's just, if you just see it, it's just like thick pamphlets here all the days, man, all the days, and so on. You can simply see days off, it'll just be maybe on weekends, but every other day we're hustling. So today is just this. This is what we're working on. And I need to see all those hustlers, all those chasers, everyone that's in here, where you guys are reaching out from, where you guys are saluting us from. And I want us to just do this much more bigger than ever. Whether you're male, female, whether you are mixed up, whether you're black, you're white, whether you're different colors, we won, man. We won. I had all reasons, all odds were against me in terms of me being in this session now, but no odd is greater. You understand? There's no odd that is greater. Meaning that whatever, even if like right now, I'm limping, something happened and the doctors are calling, I'm supposed to be at hospital right now. I won't miss, man. I won't miss. Or I'll tell the doctors, hey man, let's reschedule, let's postpone, I'll see you some other time, but not now. Because now I'm dealing with the chasers. And as chasers, we don't take firstly, we don't take excuses, we don't back down from whatever they said we're gonna be doing. Thirdly, we're stacking up wins, man. We're stacking up wins. We are stacking up wins. So let me just see where we all from, where are the hustlers from. I can simply see we've got here Mozambique, Vereeniging. Okay, let me just start this all the way up. Obviously, guys, if you haven't, maybe you're just watching us from whatever platform you're watching, you're still new, you haven't really came across us. This is what we do each and every single day. We are on these live trading sessions. So you're going to be looking at the markets right here in front of me. I've got them. We are going to be looking at them. And as well, one thing that I like is that, we're just doing this a bit more deeper, man. We're doing this more deeper. There's nothing that's stopping us. So one thing that I need you to do is, I'm not too sure if you've liked this video already, but make sure that you do like it. And at the same time, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because like I did say, this is the best place where you are going to be able to find the best trading educational videos, and not because I'm a guru, or not because of like, I think that I'm better than everyone, but it's because of I'm a good student. You understand? I'm the best student, because if I don't know something, I don't say I don't know it. I go out there, I get the right information, I invest in the right information, I do whatever that I can in order to get that right information, and then I'll come back and teach you guys. So that's one of the best ways that I would even teach certain people when I was still starting out. If someone would be like, what is leverage? And I don't even know what leverage is, because when you're trading by yourself, when you are alone in the markets, and someone like you don't really know these things, understand? So I never knew what leverage is. I was just trading and trying to just figure things out. But someone was like, hey man, how does leverage work? I was like, oh, okay, I'll look into it. Let me come back to you tomorrow with the answer. The whole night I was getting all the information that I could on leverage. So now I had enough information to come back and educate that exact same person about leverage. So that is one thing that I'm doing here. If I don't know something, I'll never take a loss and say I don't know it, because anyways, I'm one that says he can and one says that he can't. They're both right. So me, I'm never gonna say that I can't do something. I'll just go out there and get the right information. If I don't know how to do something now, it means that I haven't got that information yet. But once I get the right information, I can come back and I can do it bigger than ever. So once again, we're back here. Here we are. Here we are. I just want to see all the brothers, sisters mixed up, whatever that you are, whoever that you are, where you guys from. I can simply see Namibia, the Botswana. Okay, my brother, I've seen you here multiple times. Some faces I'm starting to now understand and see that you guys are here daily. Klersdorp, we've got Cape Town, Rustenburg, Vereeniging, Katlehong. Ekasi, all the way from the hood. We've got South Africa here hustling. Let's win, Kings, most definitely. Hard work, man. We don't stop, man. No matter what, like I did say, we do not stop. There's no other way to stop, man. There's no other way to stop. You understand? So there were times whereby we started pushing, like you can simply see right now. I just want to show you guys something, just so you can be able to see that no, man, hard work doesn't stop. There's no time whereby you're stopping. There's no time to stop. I just want to show you something real quick, just so you see that no, man, we don't stop no matter what the situation is. So this is also going to show someone that is like, sorry, maybe you stuck up in a specific condition, situation, whatever the case is. I just want to show you something, man. I just want to show you something right here. Boom, boom. I just want to show you something here. Where am I sharing my screen? Yes, my screen is now being shared. Yeah, I just want to quickly show you guys something. Look here, man. Look here. This is in Potgietersrus, which is in Mokopane, for those that do know. Look at the situation. Look at the current situation here. Look at where we were. You can see the house that we're in and stuff. But look right here, man. I was hustling, man. Look at the PC right here. This was what, 2017. I was hustling. We don't stop, man. We don't stop. So I'm trying to show you this so that no matter what condition you're in, no matter where you're from, it doesn't matter. That does not matter. Doesn't matter. As long as you put in the work, can simply see now my background. You saw there what the background looked like, but now you can see what the background is. Dollar signs there at the back. Isn't there those sounds where you make like clapping hands and stuff? I don't know. This thing is boring, man. You must make those sounds. You check. But yeah, man, let's just put in the work, hard work. We're going all in. I've got my brother here, Davidton, Zambia, Clayville, Harangua, Mpumalanga, Qaqwa, Katlehong, Alberton, Vanderbilt Park, made planet Earth, African from Tembiza. Yes. Amen. You literally mail planet Earth, African from yo. No, this guy gave us literally 100% about him. 100%. I respect that. Limpopo, Bela, Marapiani, Bloemfontein, KwaZulu Natal. Joe. Name, guys, it's a lot. We've got Zimbabwe, we've got Lesotho, we've got Eswatini, we've got here Kenya. Literally, whether you're in South Africa, Western Africa, whether you're in the southern side of Africa, northern side of Africa, which is your Nigerias and stuff, whether in the eastern side, in the western side, we've got here Kenyas, guys. All the way, all angles. We don't miss all angles. Lesotho, wins in the chat. Love this guy, so transparent, most definitely, man. Zambia, connecting from Renfondem, Botswana. Guys, we're not missing, guys. We're showing up from all angles, like I did say. All angles, guys. So yeah, man, we are going to be doing this big. We're not going to be looking back, but we're getting a bit more strong, a bit more better. We've got here Atlanta, Mukopani. We've got here Maputo, Mozambique, Maputo once again. And we're just excited once more from Botswana, Maputo, Florida, India. Ooh, it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. I won't stop. If I do this, I definitely won't stop. Guess what? We also got India right here, man. We got India. Man, we're doing this big. We've got Tanzania here too, and as well northern side of Africa. But check it, guys. We all made it from all walks of life, from literally all angles. Whether in the trenches, whether you're stuck up in the worst condition, whether it's in the hood, you're in a shack, we don't care whether you're in a shack, because we've been there. It's nothing major. It's not like your current position, your current situation is where you are supposed to be. The fact that you're in a shack right now doesn't mean anything. Because why? Because in the next 3 years, you can literally be in a mansion. That's very simple. It's doable. It's attainable. There's nothing wrong with that. You understand? So we don't care whether in a shack, even though whether in a mansion, we don't care, because if you're stuck up in the same position and you're not moving towards something, it doesn't really mean anything to us. So if you're in a mansion, I don't know where you need to be now. In the next 3 years, you could be in a farm. I don't know, living there by yourself in a farm or something. Or maybe you can own the whole country. I don't know. But we're progressing. That's where I'm going. And we don't care about where you are right now, but we care about where you're going as a person. I don't care who you are right now. I care about who you are becoming. Who are you actually working into becoming? Where are you going? Are you going to help me get there? I don't know, man. check it, man. Let's do this big. We are now gonna be looking at the markets. Obviously, like I did say, man. There's no other way that we are, being demotivated or looking down or doing anything similar to that. It's we're doing this the biggest way, man. We're doing this the most biggest way. So right now, I am gonna be breaking down some of the setups, pairs that we're seeing, some updates in terms of some setups and all those things. Plus, as well, at the end of the session, like all the times, how we normally do it is we take some questions and answers. I take some questions that you guys have for me, and then I answer those questions for you. Hopefully, guys, one thing that we are going to be doing as well, moving on to the next sessions that are going to be coming up, maybe we'll just get into like these sessions where we can join in together, meaning that I just pick one of you guys and then you join on this session, then I have a one-on-one session with you. You ask me whatever question you whatever you need in terms of, like, let's say for instance, for us to just break through, or do like help anything, man. We just get a bit more deeper and we do all that. You see how normally on your Instagram there'll be the live that goes on, and then some people can request to join your live and then they join, and then you guys talk and all that. Maybe that'll be me and you understand? So that's what I mean, because why I'm trying to also grow relationships with you. I'm trying to also, I don't know, man. I believe that we can all get something from each other. We can get something from each other. Okay. Let us do this big. Let us do this big. Let us do this big. So currently, let us start off first. What I want to do is I want to put myself just below here. You don't have to see 100% me. The only thing that you need to see right now is the charts. The charts that are here is what will take us from your current position, whether in hundreds of millions or in hundreds of debts. I don't know, positive or negative. It'll take you from there. It's going to move you to the next level, to 200, 300, and all those numbers. So let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. We currently have the dollar index right here in front of us. Yesterday, we've been looking and observing, trying to see that beautiful sell side going on. And we're trying for price to at least maybe push somewhere a bit to the upside somewhere here so they can come down nicely here. But price eventually, it didn't just go slightly to the upside. Let me just go to the 1 hour. But instead, it just decided from there where we're looking at it, just decided that it's going down. You see? Decided that it's going down instead of going up here, coming here for a third touch, because we're looking for this third touch so we can sell. It just go down, and we believed that maybe there could be a potential of price holding on to this support, like this first, second, so that it continues to go back up. So it tests that area on the third time, but price didn't do it. It was like, you know what, I want to go down now, because anyways we're able to spot this downward movement, but price was just ready to go down, which means that the market was very impulsive all the way to the downside. But the first thing that I want to do now also on this session is I want to be able to just look at what are the news, is there news, all those things. So let's just go over to Forex Factory Check. Already I want to search Forex Chasers. The way I love Forex Chasers, and it's always in my mind, I want to search it. We can simply see today's Thursday. Yes, 3:30 we had this PPI that went in, that went on. It didn't really affect the market as much. You can see, I think PPI went on somewhere around like what, maybe an hour ago, somewhere around here. It didn't really affect the market much. But one thing that I'm seeing is that President Trump, it's not yet discussed in terms of when exactly he's going to be speaking. But let me just see, open up more details. Yes, President. No, but it's not yet discussed in terms of when exactly he's going to be speaking. So we need to basically just follow through and up with that. But I've seen that a lot of times when he mentions certain things, he moves the market too much. Not even just a bit, but too much. So that's a bit something that we need to be on the lookout for, because anything that he says, even if you have your technicals up and running, it might be affected, because anyways, it's him, So what I'm more likely to do now is I've got this area that I can simply see, obviously using this be my first touch and this area be my second touch. And obviously we had this be our third touch. But now looking at price actually broke above the structure here. Price broke above the structure, which means that this could be that buy off that we're looking for. Mind you, we evolve with the market. If we're looking for sales, we don't just hold on to those sales, even if price is now telling us different. What I'm seeing here already is I'm evolving. You see what I've done with this channel here? I just moved it to previous structure. So it focuses on the pattern that we were looking for and how it played out. And now I'm adapting and using our newest structure, which is obviously just like this: first touch, second touch, third touch. Yeah, beautiful hammer. Price went up. It was a nice squeeze, but there's a descending tap pattern if you look at it, and then price eventually just broke above. So with the looks of it, this is that third sell-off that I was speaking about. I mean that third touch that we're speaking about. I see price coming maybe somewhere around here, and then once maybe price potentially gets here is when we might potentially see that sell all the way down to here, on which either price could come that low or price could potentially just come somewhere around here at the resistance. So we are going to observe, we are going to see in terms of what price is telling us. So here I can already see we've got this area also here which got tested actually, just like this. But this, I wouldn't really say it's a valid one. So the valid one is here, because why I'm using these three candlesticks that happen here in terms of bullish. So price is more likely to just come. Yes. Right, yeah. Yes, this last bullish candlestick before the sellers actually took control, which means that there's still some pending orders that the market would want to, basically just activate, whatever the case is. And at the same time, it still plays a part in terms of this is where we saw that third touch, meaning that you can see how price, if it does happen to, let's say for instance, something more like this and maybe this, and then yeah, obviously I can't really say how the market would move, but and then this is when the sell would come, basically that sell all the way down, and this is where we would be able to just get some young entry, because anyways this is an area of resistance. Plus at the same time, price came in, gave us this third touch on this channel. Plus at the same time, it's just I don't know, man. It's an area of significance, so it makes sense rather to sell off right there, because right now, if you wanna sell where price is now, obviously price is a bit more expensive. You can't sell where it's at the lowest price. You understand? You're not really gonna make much. But also one thing that I'm seeing is that price is still respecting this. Like let's say there's a lower high, and this is still a lower high, so it didn't really break above this lower high here. So only that confirmation would be valid if price happens to break above this lower high here, which means that we can potentially see a young buy setup all the way up to here and then go back down. But if that doesn't happen, it means that price can potentially, if let's say for instance price goes and breaks below here, then it means that price is potentially going to come hit this take profit here. But obviously that's not our ultimate take profit. We're looking for price to sell off till here, which means that price is just ready to experience that sell side. Okay, so let me just clean this up so I don't have too many things going on. Clean this. Yes, just like this, guys, just like this. We keep things simple. We don't try to complicate things, don't try to have a lot of things happening, but we're just keeping things simple. And the reason is it's much more better, man. It's not stressful. It's way better. So it's more like the same thing with Euro USD, in terms of how we were looking at price coming to reach somewhere around. You see, I had this alert yesterday. Price didn't really go all the way down to it. We're looking at this buy to go all the way up, but we wanted price to just come a bit more and test these support areas here. But price didn't go all the way down to here. So now it's just more of a rearrangement, restructuring. So let us restructure and see what we can make of price. Obviously, we mentioned that there's a higher high, higher low, price higher high, but it didn't break this higher high. You can see price held on. So there could be a potential test somewhere here, and then price goes and breaks the higher high. So with what I'm seeing, obviously, I did mention that we would be coming all the way here in terms of taking profits. So we're looking for the big trades. We're not looking for small trades, but we are looking for big trades. So also, if I may just extend, this, I can easily just remove this line here, so I can see if this would be valid for today. Okay. So one thing that I can see is obviously price coming somewhere here, giving us some third touches, but I'm going to go to as low as the 15 minutes so I can be able to just spot which entry makes much more better sense. And obviously for me, I wouldn't really use this candlestick as more of an indication, because of the fact that with this candlestick, I can easily see that no, this actually was too much. Like, let's say for instance, if as I'm looking for an entry using this candlestick, it was a bit more too much. So what I'm more likely to do is can either with this I don't know, so I can either use this smaller candlestick right here, which would be the first one, but this I would say it's more of a riskier type of a setup, ne? But let me just have it be here. Do this. Settings, visibility, hours. Yes, it'll be visible. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me just make this be visible. Okay, let me see this as well. One. Yes. Okay. So yeah, man, this is what we're seeing. This is what we're looking into. Obviously, this would be our first entry. Let's say, for instance, looking at the new adjustment, new improvements with the setup that I was looking at here. This would be more of an improvement type of a set, and then our take profit would be somewhere here. Let me just put this alert as well here. Yes, and then if let's say for instance this doesn't go as planned, let's say if this like happens to take us out, because we're looking for an entry somewhere around these levels here, this would still be another valid, set, like a fake out. It would be more like a fake out, but it also depends on what the dollar index is doing at the moment. Understand? But this for me looks a bit more clean, not because of the fact that like I feel like it makes more sense, because obviously looking at it, this would be the first touch, second touch, and then here would be a clean third touch structure. Plus this would be higher high, I mean higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So price would be coming to give us a new higher low somewhere here as well. Plus, I don't know, man, it's just it makes sense. Stop loss 16 pips. I always have people asking me what makes you put stop loss, and what do you look at? Like you can see, this is the previous higher low, so I'm gonna use that as price shouldn't break below that. But this is just first take profit, looking into coming all the way here. So already with one setup, I can get like what, like a passing on a prop with just one easy setup. Okay. So then what I'll do is that this will just be here in terms of just managing. I just want to see, so when it takes me out, I don't have a mindset of, oh no, this thing is going against me and this and this and then. No, I just remember the first setup that I saw. So I take my stop loss. Well, it's okay, but look here, man, while other people are laughing saying that you took a stop loss, if this does happen, you take a trade here, you put stop loss here again, 15 pips stop loss, first take profit, which is here 9%, coming all the way up here 15%. It's okay, you can laugh at us, but 15% is going to be pulling through. So same thing here with GBP, JPY, I mean GBP USD. We can easily see this breakout happened here when price was still somewhere around here. I believe yesterday we were here, and this breakout, we spoke about it happening, but when price was still here, we mentioned that we just wanted it to come here to give us a third touch. Mind you, with the market, it's all about patience. It's not about like, trying to just get everything. No, no, no. If you try to get everything, that's when you'll see people blowing accounts and doing all those things. It's very easy, man. It's very easy to blow your account. If you want to blow your account, in fact, if you want to blow your account, try to enter every single day on every single thing that you think the market is doing. That's the best way to blow your account. But if you want to make money, even the market says the market takes money from the impatient and then it gives it to the patient. You understand? It gives it to the patient. So what we do is that we look at the first touch right here, first touch, second touch, and then obviously here price would be coming and looking at the third touches. And then one thing I'm seeing is that obviously here we can see some level of this, the higher low. So I can see some level of support. Okay. So let me just go to as low as the 50-minute to see what price is actually saying. 15-minute, I can see this was the last candlestick that happened before price started pushing upwards and all those buys happened. So basically, we are going to be using this to guide us. Yes, that's like a more of a 15-minute entry. So obviously, we're going to be buying somewhere here where I put that entry level. Stop loss just below here. First take profit, but doesn't matter. I think here we can still even target these areas here. Okay, and then if obviously that plans otherwise, that's when this setup is also still valid for us. So yeah, 1 hour. Also, the setup would be valid. It's more like first by entry and then second by entry. Let's say if it doesn't work out the first one. Let me just put it this way. What's the pip here? 21. Oh, look at it. Same pips. This is 21 in terms of stop loss. 21.3. You can see here at the bottom. And look at this 21.6. So it's more like the same type of stop loss. But the second entry would be better. So if I take a trade here and it hits my stop loss, I won't cry because, yes, I would have maybe made 7%, but I lost 1%. But look here, price went down. Maybe I take a secondary trade here. I could potentially make 9%. Let's say, for instance, I lost that 1%, which means that if this trade goes and hits take profit, I'm up by 8% in profit. So you see, that's just how the market works, man. You don't cry, you don't, nah, man. Let me put in a buy entry here. I mean, a buy pending order. What is this limit? So let me just go and start looking into what the 1 hour, what the daily is saying, if there's any changes. But what the looks of it, there hasn't really been any changes much because we can see price higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. Price didn't break higher, high. It broke the higher low, which means now change of character, change of trend. And then high, lower, high. So now we're looking for that lower low. You understand? And we see prices respecting because why? Obviously, it did reject this candle. More candlesticks here. We got the three bullish soldiers. You know those three soldiers that they call them, like in the candlestick Bibles and all those books. They give it naked forex. But we've got them here. Three bullish candles in a row, and then followed by an engulfing candle to the downside. So yeah, man. With that sell that we mentioned, we can see maybe a spike up with the weak rejection going back down, or price could just easily just continue going down. But at the end of the day, man, with the deal, I can see that price might potentially still push. Once it breaks below this level, our next level is here at the low. This is on the daily, which means on Euro USD, more like the same thing. Can see on the daily, it's like a double bottom structure. First bottom, second bottom. So once it hits our take profit, which means once it breaks above here, then obviously it means that price now is now going upwards. Our next take profit would be here, and our next take profit would be here. So this is on the daily, mind you. So this can take the whole month, let's say, to play out. So we can or maybe like 2 weeks type thing to play out. So it doesn't mean that it's gonna happen like now. But right now, what can potentially happen is like moves like this. Okay. So let's see GBP as well. More like the same thing. You can see GBP on the daily. It's more like left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And this is where we are now. We have to just break this clean neckline here. But we just want to sell beautiful. Just want to catch a nice buy somewhere here where it's clean. So that even if it breaks above here and then it's going all the way up, maybe next take profit would be on the daily. And the next take profit would be here. You see? So we're going up, man. How many pips is this? Let me just use this tool. Where is the tool? I don't have it here. I think it's here. Let's say if we get it, let's say from where it is now. to here. You see it says it can potentially take 12 days, but not in terms of like it can take 12 days, just how I moved the line, you know. So it's how many pips? 347 pips. And then from where it is now to here again, 586 pips. So the whole time while it's pushing upwards, we can continuously just buy, and all that. Understand? We will be pushing all the way upwards. And look at it, man. Let me just use one forecasting tool so that I can see how potentially price moves when it's buying. Those are forecasting tools on the daily. Here's an engulfing. Look, break, clear. This is how the market moves. It doesn't move like, let's say, boom, all the way up to here today. No. That's how it looks. And look at, let's say, if it moves like how it moved there, it's gonna be fine by when. Let me just put this. It's gonna be fine by. Look here, 7 May is when it's gonna hit the last profit, which means February, the whole of February is buying, the whole of March, maybe ranging, but still working towards that buy, the whole of April up until it gets there. So it's not a thing whereby it's going to take like 2 days or 3 days. That's why when trading, you don't look at the daily every single day when you're trading. You can just look at how the candle closed. That's all. But you don't have to try to look at, because the more you look at something, you might even change. You might be like, oh no, it's no longer buying and selling, just because you looked at it too much. You understand? And then also in terms of just our management purposes, let me just see. You can see here, boom, boom. We have this management line. It broke above here, broke above, it came back to retest. This is on the daily. Broke above, came back to retest. It done this big engulfing candle. So we just wanted to just go a bit more lower once again, so you can get price when it's very cheap. There's that one trade that you can hold for weeks, in fact for even a month, and it will still move in the right direction. Okay, so then let's look at euro, or is it US 30? Right now we're looking at US 30. Okay, let me do this. So we had this in terms of we're looking for price to potentially just go to this low and then eventually break and go to this low. Okay, this is what I'm showing you on a bigger time frame. But what I'll do is that I'm going to go to a smaller time frame so we're able to see. Okay, let me just do this. So now we can see obviously price, this breakout happened here with this nice engulfing. Then there was like sort of like a gap, because look at this candlestick. This buy, if you just understand how candlesticks work, this buy that happened here, it opened here, it closed here, but this sell, it closed here, which means that there was a gap. Sell closed here, buy opened here, which means all of this is a gap. Do you see? And then price went up, more like a double top. Price went down, and now it's playing around here. So we see yesterday we were looking for that sell to go and push all the way down, but we see that that candlestick of a daily, it didn't close in terms of engulfing, which means that it doesn't really confirm the whole bearish movement being as a whole, but it doesn't mean that it's a change. Still means that potentially that can still continuously happen, but we just have to see how it's going to happen now, because mind you, we're not trying to tell the market what to do, but we're trying to understand what it's trying to do so we can profit from it once we get it right. And if we're wrong, we only risk a specific amount of capital. Understand? Mind you, everything that I'm saying here, nothing close is financial advice. Nothing close should be used as signals. This is just how I see the markets and what I believe, I can share with you, just so you're able to, I don't know, man, just become better, trade better, do all those things. Let me just remove this. I'm just trying to clean this setting here. Just clean this. Okay, let me just clean this up also. Also this, it's okay. It's 4 hour. Okay, so yesterday we were still here. We wanted price broke up below here. It was on the 1 hour. It broke below, but we wanted it to come back here, retest, and then go back down. So we can see, yes, it did come back here. Yes, it gave us this beautiful retest and then this bearish engulfing, but we're not happy with the bearish engulfing because of the fact that you can see it's more like a hammer. It didn't really close with a lot of sell momentum, more like this, but it's okay because we're seeing or understanding that the sell can still take place. So that we can evolve and put our management line more like this. But what I'm more likely to do is I'm still gonna keep it more like this, and then I'm just gonna go to the 60-minute, so I can use the 60-minute because I drew this line from the 60-minute. And then right here, I'm just gonna put this a bit more further away, which is right here. Remove this also. Then now I'm trying to focus on the actual thing. You understand? So the most important thing is to focus on the actual thing, which right now I can simply see that if I may just even just do this, maybe potentially just, whether it's even doing this, focusing on this section, because now I understand that price broke below here. Price is now retesting, basically playing around within the structure, not retesting, I mean ranging. So what I'm more likely to do is I am going to look at this phase. Mind you guys, the market always moves in three phases. The first is an impulse, the second is a corrective phase, and then followed by another impulse. Mean that if it's impulsing, there's an impulse. Wing, wing, this by wing. If it's correcting, there's a correction. This here, this, this, this is a correction. You understand? And then the next is gonna be followed by what? An impulse. You got it right. It has to impulse. You understand? So with the looks of it, right now, here we are on what is this? US 30. Let me just do this. With the looks of it, I'm seeing price at least push somewhere a bit more to the upside, just a bit, somewhere just at least, yeah. And then that's when we'd be able to just secure or find that beautiful selling. But at the same time, you can see there's an area of resistance right here, right here. So price can potentially just come somewhere here, take the selling stop loss just above here, and then this would be more like first take profit. But we know what we're looking for. We're looking for the bigger picture. So this is when price is going to potentially be coming all the way down here, maybe close to 8%. And then once it breaks here, that's when we are seeing that big sell-off, which is all the way down to here. But that's like more on in future. Sorry, let me see how long it's more likely to take going all the way down to there. Let's say, for instance, this, then maybe this price goes all the way from here. You see the sell off, they don't really move cleanly. Can potentially just move like this and like, it needs patience. While you do, the only thing that you'll be doing here when you trade the right way is you put your stop loss here, it creates lower low, lower high. You move your stop loss, you put it here, lower low, lower high, and then let's say when it goes breaks the low, you adjust, what did I do? You put your stop loss again here, lower low, lower high. When it breaks, you put your stop loss, 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 and then up until maybe stop loss here. If it hits take profit, you take profit. That's okay. That's you. There's the market. You can do whatever that you want. But if you still just want to manage it like that, at some point, I never used to take profit. I'll just manage my trades up until it hits my stop loss, but in profits. Mean that if it gets to take profit, I won't take profit. I'll just put my stop loss here and then hope for it to just go be way below, way below, way below, and then maybe it will just take me out like this. It hit my stop loss, but look, I made, let's say for instance on this trade, find out that I made 23%. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. You understand? And look, maybe the trade you would have entered it today, but let's just say it can hit take profit by 27 February. Obviously, it depends on how impulsive the market would get and all those things. So for now, in terms of just for now, a trade that's more likely to take profit, let's say for instance, with just one trading session, because you can see there's just 1 hour candlestick. So once you get this right, even in just one trading session, that's when price can go and give us like 5%. So you can still close it and be like, oh, I'm okay, I'm done for the day and all those things. That's still 100% up to you. But that's just the market, man. One thing that I like is that you set your own salary. You decide how much you take. If you close $1 profit, that's you. If you close $1,000 profit, that's still you. You the one that chose that dollars. So I can see that price can potentially give us an entry somewhere around these levels here at 127. Here I'm just using one of the advanced strategies that we've got. But yeah, price can potentially give us an entry, but this is still 100% the exact same location that we're looking into. And then once we get that sell, we start selling off. So what could now happen maybe would be, let's say if price comes here, you see now how price is moving. Test here, then go here, and that's when that sell would be ready. And sometimes, mind you, sometimes when trades are being done on the 5 minutes and so on, it's not because of it's because of we're looking into, let's say for instance, I can buy this if the risk reward looks good. Let's say if I enter it at a nice spot, it rejects nice, whatever the case is, it gives me a nice candlestick on the 5 minutes, allows me to put a very small stop loss, maybe take profit when I have it here. It's 444 already, man. I can take this buy, but it doesn't mean that I'm no, I won't, I must not be married to it. The one thing I should do is I need to just make sure that, you know, I'm in my head, I know what the longer term picture is saying. That's the one thing I should just know. You understand? So that's US tech. It's looking good. It's looking fresh. UPSD looking good, looking fresh. Euro USD looking good, and also dollar index. So the dollar index, like I did say, potentially what price could do is just a young retest here from where it is, continue going up. If it doesn't, we'll just see how price respects this. Because you see here, price can just potentially respect this area here. Then we see that push all the way to the upside. Because why? This pattern was a descending type pattern. You can see descending symmetrical, and it did break above. You can see, man, it broke above. Broke above. It's just the market obviously is ranging here, so it's not gonna move in the cleanest way. So we will just have to manage it and see is where I'm going. Okay. What's this? US tech. Let's look at this. So with US tech, we're looking at the 100% same thing in terms of price. Eventually now broke at this. We saw this being our first touch. Second touch, let me just remove this. Remove this. I want to show you how we got that. And as well this. We're looking at this be our first touch. Second touch here being our third touch, and then price just gave us this big impulse. But when this impulse happened, I think it was like news and all those things where like we want price to push upwards, at least somewhere where it started here, which was on the 15 minutes, at least somewhere here, which was where the pattern broke, which this pattern here. And once price gets there, we can wait for an engulfing candle to the downside, and then maybe that would be our sell. But you can see we never got that. Like, look here, we never got any selling breakouts or anything similar to that. So the entry wasn't there. There was basically, I'm going with this is that there was no form of entry. So now I'm going to show you how we evolve, because the most important thing is evolving with the markets, but not trying to force it to be how we want it. So let me just remove this. It broke. And you remember that Young's buy. We spoke about a buy also here. Before the market done this buy, price was still here. And I was like, these buys, you can still buy it, go up with it and all that. But that's just like smaller movements, you know. But I see people would try to double accounts with small movements like that. On which it's okay, but it's also risky, because if things don't work out that way, it means that you are going to be seeing dust. So what I'm more likely to do now is evolve this structure here, have it be more like this, and as well this be here. And then we can easily see this with the last 2 points. So whenever you're drawing your trend lines and stuff, it's much more wiser to use the last 2 lines. Mean that I can't use like here and try to connect it here and try to connect it here and so on. I'm using all data. I must just use 2, the last 2 higher lows. That's all you need. You don't need too many things, man. You don't need to go all the way back to see what happened years ago in order to try to make a decision today. No. What happened years ago doesn't really affect what happened now, unless maybe it's like previous high. That's all. If it's previous high or previous low, that's when it does affect. Okay. So we can see first touch, second touch, and price rejected here. So those where we can potentially see price starting to push all the way down. So obviously we see price rejected these areas here, which means there was buyers that were trying to take over, but they rejected. So sellers are now in control, which means that if the next candlestick closes with the selling power, it just means that sellers are now the ones that are in control. But also one thing that I like about this is it's not too confirmed, but look at it. Let's say on the 1 hour, this is more like double top type scenario, or let's just say a triple top. Why? Because of first, second, third. This is a triple top plus as well. Look here, engulfing. Look at this. Can you see what this is? This is an engulfing bearish. It's just not the cleanest engulfing bullish candle, a hammer, and a bearish, which means that it's a selling signal. People would ask me normally, how do you spot signals in the markets? These are things that you look for. Look at this. This is a selling signal. Let me just search it for you so you see evening star. Look. Close the video. But look, man. Candle, bearish, and the next is the evening star, which means that it's a selling signal. You see? So you can see it happening here. So I'm just gonna go here on the 60-minute. Let me see where I had the okay. Let's clean this out. So with this as well, we're looking for price to, once it has confirmed that beautiful sell, we are gonna be coming all the way down with it to here. All the way down to here. You can see previous resistance is still holding. So yeah, man, it's just getting it on the right entry. So let me just come to the 15 just to see what types of entry we can expect. But already with this area that has been played out like this, automatically shows us that price could potentially be ready. We just need to wait for like maybe a bearish candlestick that's convincing on the 1 hour, looking at it from a 1 hour's perspective. Cheers. If I put my stop loss above here, this dope. This with I'm using the 1 hour here. So obviously you can see I'm using this and this in terms of being able to put my stop loss above. Price shouldn't break above these areas. Obviously take profit first. Take profit would be here because of the fact that price could potentially give us more like this. You see? So once it gets here, maybe we can close up like 4.3%, but maybe lock up some profits somewhere here, knowing that once it does break below, there's a high chance that it will break because it's been testing this area many times. So once it does break, we're coming all the way down to here, which is a 11%. So we don't want to miss out on that 11% move. Okay. So, but yeah, man, that is US tech. Now looking at gold. Gold, same thing we saw yesterday, I believe 100% same, nothing changed. Gold, seeing all this buying power that has been going on here. We're not looking to change anything. We're not trying to sell. Maybe let's say, for instance, still looking, continue to look for that buy. Even on the daily, man, you can see this thing is a committed sell. Daily, I mean committed buy. Weekly, it's just going up. Daily, going up. 4 hour, going up. If you're looking to sell, obviously that would be short-term trade. But with this, what I'm more likely to do, this is evolving. Just look at how I evolve. Let's say, for instance, with these trades. Obviously, what I'm doing is I'm going to use the last 2 points this year. Plus, as well, I'm going to evolve it and have this be here. And then I'm going to take this previous structure here. You can see this is what we had previously when price broke above and price came to retest. Then we're looking for this buy to go up. But now what I'm more like, let me just remove this crossing. So now what I'm potentially looking for is just before this buyers came and took all this direction, these were the cells that were in charge right here. So basically we're looking for selling positions to here and then price coming all the way up to break these highs. Why? Because we're buying. So sell would just be a short-term position. It's not big, it's not a committed thing. So even here, I have this area here on the 15 minute just to be on the safer side. Let me make it be visible. Just like this, somewhere around these areas. So once price gets here, that's where we'll be able to just secure that beautiful buy. Stop loss just below. The best thing about waiting for an entry to get to where you want it to get is the fact that you'd be able to have that small stop loss, and you'd be able to have that big reward. But if you just enter, let's say for instance, if you feel like, oh no, this thing is really going up now, and you feel like you're missing out, yes, you might buy. Let's say you buy, and maybe you put your stop loss here, I don't know, and you put take profit here. Look at the rest of the one. Nah, man, I wouldn't take such trades, man, no matter what. But look at this is much more better. 4.2, meaning that I'm risking 1 in order to be able to gain 4.2. And obviously I can see it's more like that buy is like starting out type thing. I mean that's sell, because if I use this structure here, I can more like see that price was going up impulsive. It was moving up in a corrective way. Got this first touch, second touch, price broke below, and now it's more like retesting. So potentially what we could see is basically maybe that sell off here, stop loss here. There's also something like a good trade, but obviously when the market is now in a buying power, like let's say the market is buying, such trades don't really have that much, like it might not have too much momentum in terms of it playing right or playing well and all those things, because the market is buying, it's not selling. So you're just buying, you're just selling a small retracement. You understand? So obviously for you to even like look at it in a different way, you need to at least wait for candle to close with a bearish candlestick. At least a bearish candlestick. You understand? And also just by putting maybe this, yeah. And what the price can potentially maybe sell off from here. You see, so maybe when price gets here, bearish candlestick comes up, which means that it's a young confirmation of that beautiful sell. Take a young sell. It's a young sell. It's not a big sell. It's a young sell. Stop loss maybe above here, depending on where the candle closed. And then take profit somewhere here, which also this is a good trade. It's a good trade. I wouldn't mind risking and taking such a trade, but the disadvantage with such a trade is that I'm trading against the trend, if you understand what I mean. The trend is buying, so I'm just selling, which means I'm taking a short-term trade. I'm selling on a retracement. It's like selling at retracement on a buy trend, which obviously the momentum is to the upside, but yes, it can go and do all those things, but you're going against, it's like going against the wind, guys. Going against the wind. You understand? It could be valid, you could be valid, but at the end you are going against it. Like you can't change that. Even if it goes and it hits take profit, I won't say, oh, because it hit take profit means that the strategy works, whether it's an uptrend or no. It's going against the trend at the end of the day. You understand? It's still risky going against the trend. So what we'll do is that we'll just observe in terms of how the candle closes on the 15-minute. Let me just put this here so I can remember. But one thing that I like about gold as well is this engulfing candle. This engulfing candle, which shows that there's sellers here. There's sellers here. So this, we'll see price going down. We are going to be seeing price going down. Okay. Now, guys, one thing that I want to do is I did mention one thing that I want us to do is we need to go a bit more deeper in terms of, let's see, man, let's see. We need to see, man, we need to see. I need to do all those questions and answers. Let me just take a look at Bitcoin. Remember just a few days ago, we looked at Bitcoin. You see, we're looking for price to, it was still here. We're looking for price to just come a bit high and then go down here, go up. It's moving how we're speaking, but it's moving slowly. Do you get it? Like, that's what I'm trying to say here. The market doesn't really, at times, sometimes it moves quick, man. We can say this thing's gonna go up and stuff, and it shoots up like massively. I found money in my pocket. I nearly forgot, yo. But yeah, I'm happy. But the market could, sometimes the market moves like insane. Like, let's say we can say when it comes here, it goes, and it takes time, like let's say 3 weeks to come here at the low. But when it's here, it takes like what, 2 days maybe to get you at the high. You understand? So the market is insane, man. There's a lot that you learn from the market every till this day. I'm a student, I'm not, a master and all those things. I'm a student of the market, and that's why you won't really hear me overconfident saying that buy gold, guys, buy gold, buy gold. I know it's selling, buy it. No, I don't do that, man, because like I did say, I would rather tell you what I see, I would rather teach you what I see and all those things, so that if it does go up, you are able to learn in terms of what I saw, my mindset, my knowledge, and all those things. And if it doesn't go up, it goes, let's say, for instance, against, you're also able to learn, so you're able to see, let's say, mistakes and all those things and stuff. That's why I say things like signals and all those things, they not okay, just because of the fact that most people don't learn. People just don't learn. They don't learn. Like, let's say you take a signal, maybe hit stop loss, you take another signal. Let's say how I'm looking for entries here. Me, I know I'm looking for threes like this. People don't know I'm waiting for this. It goes, it hits stop loss. I'm waiting for another buy entry here. Already a person's like, no, this guy, no, it's not. You know what? In fact, I'm not gonna. Then you give that winning signal, then it goes, hits take profit, and then they didn't enter. Now they're like, no, because the first one hit stop loss. I thought this one was gonna hit stop loss too, so I didn't enter. Now you give another one, it goes against you. So, and then now they feel like the market is against them and all those things. And yeah, man, it's just sad. It's sad. But we don't let that get to us, because why? We hustlers, we chasers, we're doing big things. So with this here, I'm seeing price just push up one more time, all the way up to, all the way somewhere here. But I see a big spike coming and testing, like just a spike, just like this. You see here before, it gave a spike here. Before it went up, it gave this spike. And also here, before it went up, it gave this spike. So I see a young big spike. That's when price gets it. It's gonna close here, maybe, and then a spike. Like, let's say more like this. More like this. Let's see, team, more like this. You see where it is now. Price coming, giving that big spike, but candle closes here. Doesn't mean it didn't close. It closes here, spike out, and then price now gets back to going upwards. Let me just, this is what we're seeing for our daily. So it's still in a tricky position. And also you can see on the daily, on the daily. I can see if I can just, oh, let me just zoom in. Why am I not zooming in? I remember this, when was this though? May 2014, 2024. That was last year. But this year it'll be more like here, 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 here. So price can potentially break these highs and get, yeah, Bitcoin maybe in the next few, maybe by month end, or by next month it could potentially be on $110,000. That's just one Bitcoin, man. That's just one Bitcoin. Mind you, these sessions are being recorded. So all those that feel like you guys missed out, don't worry. Once I'm done with this, you'd be able to just get them back up. So now I just want to see some of you guys' questions. See, my brother here is hot. We're just doing this, man. We're doing this. We're not stopping. Today, I'm late, but I'll never miss class. I love this Lifa, man. This guy's been consistent in the chats each and every single day. So this is powerful, man. You know what? In fact, let me just take a picture of this. Today is what? Let me just take a picture of this so that I can remind you, maybe 3 months down the line, if you're not here, I'm gonna hunt you down and be like, hey man, you said you'll never miss class. You're nowhere to be found now. You are nowhere to be found. You can see BTC USD short sell now, but in a bullish trend. Bullish, yes, I love this, man. I love this. And mind you, like I did say, guys, I'm one of those people that open-minded. I'll never say, even if someone is saying that I'm doing this and I'm seeing the opposite, I'll never say you are wrong, I'm right. Because like I did, this is the market. The most important thing is to learn from each other, but not change each other's perspectives. You understand? So Ima is saying, keep up the consistency. I appreciate this. We're looking into doing this each and every single day, just so I can be able to just help my brothers, my sisters, whether you're a male, female, whether you mixed up, anything, man. We're just helping and making sure that we are all growing. So maybe one day, also I feel like these things, they help because you get to see what the process looks like, because right now, if you just see someone, like, let's say I just disappear, like, let's say, for instance, I remember when I'm on isolation mode or God mode, I disappear. So let's say if I disappear like 6 months, I'm not on YouTube, I'm not on socials, and I'm just like doing my own thing, like locked up and stuff. And I come out, like, maybe when I come out, you see changes, and I'm in this was like, it seems like it's impossible. It seems like there's something that I done back in the end. It seems like, it seems somehow, it seems like I didn't put in the work. I just robbed it somehow. You understand? But if I'm consistently showing up, Joe, even if something happens, man, you can't say that I done something on the back, because I'm showing up every day. You can see work being put in front of your eyes. Okay, so right now I want us to take some questions and answers. Just want us to see and look into what you guys are saying. And then let's do this big, guys. Let us do this big. We've been up now for an hour, 3 minutes, but we're not stopping. We're not stopping, man. In fact, I want us to do like 10 hours on a session. 10 hours on a session. One day I'd love to see us in that position. Okay, let me just make sure if everything is moving well on my end. Okay, so let me just take a look at some of the questions that you guys have. Hi, Receiver. When analyzing a daily time frame, if the overall market direction is in a down, let me just put myself here so you can see me clearly. So if the market overall direction is in a downtrend, but the current price movement is in an uptrend, would you typically looking to sell or buy? I get confused. Yes. So let's say daily time frame, if the overall market direction is downtrend, meaning that the trend on the biggest time frame on the overall direction is downtrend, which means that if you look for a sell. The first thing that you do is in a downtrend, you look for a sell, but find out that sell, it's not gonna come where it is right now because it's selling. You need to wait for price to push a bit more higher or to buy a bit just so you sell. So you can find, like, let's say for instance here, we done something like that. I think it was here or on gold. Yes. Yeah. Overall direction is upward. It's a uptrend and all those things. But I mentioned here that we can still find a sell. Let's say here, we can still find a sell somewhere here. Find out that if price closes like how we did, say like engulfing bearish candlestick and it confirms, we can sell. Ne? Stop loss above here, sell here. But it doesn't mean that this sell is what we're looking for. No, this sell is just us taking advantage of short-term move. You understand? Just that short-term move. We're saying that in the next 3 hours, it's gonna sell, but it's selling because of it has to come here where it's preparing for a buy. So there's two ways that you can go about it. It's either you can just wait, like you wait for the trade to get there where you want it to get to so that you can buy it, or you can just enjoy those smaller movements. But the smaller movements also, it's psychology, because people, what they do is that they can sell, then it does go down. Let's say it shoots down, but they forget the long term. They get married to the short term trade, the short term movement. They get married to it, and then that's when you see. Normally, you'll see yourself like being in a trade. It moves in the right direction. The next day when you come, it's a lot out of negatives. In fact, it even blows your account. It's because of you caught a beautiful setup on a short term time frame, but when you now held it, you were going against the trend, which now obviously it has to continue its trend, so you give back some profits basically. Okay, understandable. Yes, let us do some questions and answers, guys. Questions and answers so we can be able to just focus more on what's going on. Can you please have pattern study candlestick, or maybe recommend a short book? Yeah, man. I think Teresa, short book, what would I say? Like Candlestick Bible? Candlestick Bible? Yeah, I can get like the Candlestick Bible, but I think now maybe they're being sold. I don't know. Yeah, let me just see. Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, you saw how I got it. Very simple. Didn't go far. Basically, teaches and tells you about candlestick, history of candlesticks, how they came about, the guy created it, bodies, how it works. And there's also what you call like the mathematics of candlestick, mean that we are able to add up some candlesticks so that we are able to make one specific candlestick. But that's a bit more deeper, like it's deep, in terms of candlestick, something that you can't see with the naked eye, but you can work it out, you see. So yeah, just maybe get this. But the one thing that I'd rather say or do is normally just normally support the author and rather buy the physical book. That's how you get the best value. Because why? I promise you, man, I promise you, Teresa, I think it's a lady, if you just download this ebook, you might not finish it. You might read it and not finish it. But if you buy the book, because you took, I don't know how much this book is, let's see, $65, you are gonna put it. Oh no, total prices when they all add up, it's only $15. When you convert, it's like 200 rands. I'm sure you spent 200 rands the last 7 days on something that was not too much useful to you. In fact, you see all these books, very important. I don't have this one yet currently in the house, but I have the Trading in the Zone. I also have the Market Wizards right now in the house, like in my shelf there. You can see Candlestick Bible, and I also have this book physically. So you just support the author. I don't know, because anyways, you are gonna learn. It's not like you're not gonna learn. Thank you. Thanks, man. We learn something every day. God bless you. Thank you so much, Nati, man. I appreciate you. And yeah, man. Let's just do this big, man. I'm glad that you are learning each and every single day. Psalm 23 in Forex. Nice. I love this Psalm 23. It's powerful, man. You were sent by our ancestors to fight poverty. I love this, man. The goal is to help guide, be here with you, experience this journey with you. So yeah, man, I did mention, and I promised at the very beginning that me, when I do something, I don't stop. Even if I have all things that are pushing me to stop, I don't stop. I don't know why. It's just a habit of me. So yeah, let's do this big, basically. Hi everyone, I'm new here trying to learn trading. Very informative, and I now understand a bit more. Let's make this money. I love this in Fundo. The goal is to make trading simple. The goal is to make trading simple. Let me show you something. If you want to complicate trading, I quickly want to show you something. Look here on indicators. Let's say here, look here. Oh, no. Look at all these indicators, these technicals, all of this. It's way too much. Look on this. Okay. Look on this. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Plus as well, this as well, it doesn't even end yet. It goes down. It goes down. There's more. There's indicators, there's strategies, there's profiles, there's patterns. There's just so many things. Where I'm going with this is that there's so many things in the market. No, we're not done. There's still candlesticks. There's hollow candlesticks. This is what they look like. There's volume candlesticks. Okay, I think this needs like a different plan because I'm on the pro plan, so maybe it needs like the pro premium. I don't know, but there's the line. This is like how I used to trade with the line. In fact, I used to think that my strategy doesn't work, and I would even trade with the Heikenachi. I did mention Heikenachi. Here it is. Look here, Heikenachi. There's also Ringo. I think it also needs a different premium pro. But you understand where I'm going with this. What I'm trying to show you here is, wait a minute. There's this, there's so many things. There's so many things and tools and stuff. There's the bars. In fact, this is the one that you get on MetaTrader when you just start. But at the end, they're all saying the same thing. What you need here is just the open, the close, the high, the low of a candle, which brings us back to the candlestick Bible. What I think it was Teresa was asking. So ultimately, man, let's make it simple. Let's make it simple. Yeah, a good example of consistency, man, bro. I appreciate that. I love it. And yeah, let's just do this, man. We're not stopping. We're just doing this big. 10 hours is crazy. We are gonna do 10 hours one day. You don't believe, you're gonna see, you're gonna witness it. 3 2 minutes. We are gonna witness it, man. We are gonna, but I don't know what are we gonna be doing 10 hours, like 10 full hours. What are we gonna be doing? Because I have things that, in fact, there's things that I need to do and all those things. So it's gonna be tricky to have 10 hours full. Maybe it'll just be on a one day and we're just doing question and answers. I don't know. Do you still do seminars? I wouldn't really say that. I've never really done like physical seminars where I hosted them. I've only been invited. Obviously, the other one was like Q Markets, and the other one was my brother when he was hosting one. But I've never hosted seminars. I don't. Yeah, I've never really done it. So I don't have opportunity. In fact, I've got people that were asking and wanting us to do seminars and all those things, but I don't know, man. I don't know. If you take a trade and it hits stop loss, but the setup is still there, do you re-enter? Yes. So I have with my strategy, like how I trade is that I've noticed that there were times whereby I'll trade, and then while I'm trading like that, like setups would like basically, let's say, hit my stop loss and then go in my direction. So I was like, you know what, let me just give myself, at first I had a rule whereby I'm doing 3 re-entry methods, but that messed up with my psychology a bit, and then I scaled it a bit more down, and then I worked with only 2 re-entry methods, meaning that if a trade does enter, let's say like this, if a trade was here and I buy here, let's say before this rejection happened, I buy, let's say somewhere here, I have my stop loss maybe somewhere here, let's say somewhere here, depending on, maybe I was looking at the support, resistance, and I see maybe this engulfing buy candlestick, and then I buy, maybe I buy here when it closes, then I have my stop loss just below it right here, and then we might take profit like this. So what I do is that I have 2 re-entries. If only one re-entry, I enter once. If this trade happened, boom, it took me out, and then it done like a thing that still confirms my, it's not like I'm forcing it, it still confirms my setup. What I'm more likely to do is I am gonna still take this trade, go maybe all the way upwards with it still, you understand? So I'll still be able to enter, but if it takes me out again, that's when I'm just gonna like just say, nah, even if it plays out, it's okay, I understand, it's okay, but I'm gonna take more losses. So I don't want that on one trade, mind you. I'd rather take more losses, let's say on other when I'm looking at others, or like the next day, but not like the same day where I'm taking three stop losses on one trade, you know. Because now when I'm in profits, I'm gonna start trading with a revenge entry type mentality. I'll try to want to make back that money. You understand? So I don't want to be in that position because I know that's what it will make me want to do, like to um make back that money type thing. We're ready for 10-hour sessions. Most definitely, we are gonna be having a session, maybe like on a Saturday. We can do some questions and answers because I feel like during the week it's gonna be tricky because during the week I still have to hustle, I still have to push work, still have to do certain things and all that. But maybe one day we are gonna be, but I need like team members, maybe moderators and people that when I'm tired, I'm taking a break, they can just jump in for me and like push. Like it's just all in deep dive. Like we're gonna be having a deep dive. So I want everyone when they're done from that session to leave with their minds like changed, because trading is not just about the charts, the thing. That's why mostly I speak more compared to just like, let's say, want to just buy and sell in the markets. It's because of it's a mindset game. It's a mindset game. Right now, as we speak, there's people that were like, no, um, let me just buy. Then they take a buy, then it goes against them stop loss. Then they take a sell, it goes against them stop loss. And like, what's going on? I'm a bad person. But they don't know that all they have to do is just wait. You understand? So that's the market. It plays with the mindset. Why is GBP USD shooting up so hard like this? Let us see. GBP USD. Let's see if there's any effect on maybe the market. Trump is speaking, but not seeing any updates with it. But I wouldn't really say anything. Oh, let me just see something quick. Because I'm looking at. Oh, I added GBP. I thought I was looking at USD only, but I added GBP. Yeah, it's USD and GBP. Yes. So we can't really be. It's obviously it's currently we are in New York session, which means that price is like gonna be moving. We are in New York session, so when it's New York session, price does move. So just manage. It's more like, let's say, the same with, I believe Euro USD could be doing something similar. Yes. And also, no, not just tech. What is it? Let's just see. Gold is not really. You might see that you see on gold. You might see that sell. But waiting for the bearish candle to close. So just to answer your question in terms of why is it shooting up like this, it's in the session. It's currently New York session, which means that right now USD is actually moving. We're learning a lot from you, bro. Thanks. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys learn, because the most important thing, guys, is to learn. Because if it happens that one day, I don't do this maybe anymore, or I'm not here, or whatever the case is, obviously I can't speak better on me. I'll still be here, even if I'm dead. Like, I'll still be here because my videos are here. You can rewatch them and learn. But you'll be able to do things on your own. That's where I'm going with this. A lot of people, they gatekeep because they don't want you to live without them. Let me just make it simple. If I know that if I teach you how to trade and you're gonna know how to trade, and you won't, let's say for instance, buy my signals that are like 1,000 every single month, do you think I'll want to teach you how to trade? No, because I want you to continue paying 1,000 every month. Because if you know how to trade now, you don't need me anymore. You understand? So I don't know why people think this way, because me, I'd rather like teach you so you get it, and then you you evolve as a person. You understand? There'll be a time where you'll still need certain things, touch up here, motivation here, touch up here, whatever the case is. Or there'll be a time where you'll come back and you'll be a testimony, or you'll go out there. Like, my rewards would be you even going out there and teaching. I remember one guy said I taught him, and now he has a YouTube channel where he's like teaching and doing all those things, and he's saying that he's confident, he's happy, he's what. I was like, that's dope. Like, that's how you can repay me once I've taught you. Like, teaching more, sharing whatever that you've learned, because the more it touches, the more it gets to more people, the more we get stronger. Because anyways, there's enough money on the table. That's all I'm gonna say. May God bless you because you took time to teach us advanced analysis and strategies. I'm now profitable because I take your analysis and compare them to mine to see the similarity. I love this, guys. If there's one thing you need to take from this exact same session, it's this. You need to be able to take my analysis, see how I see things, compare it with yours. Don't, there was a guy that came here and he's like, tell me when you are buying so that I can buy too. No, it doesn't happen that way. You have to see my analysis, compare it with yours, see how I see things, compare it with how you saw things, and then make better decisions. Make better. It's like when I know that I'm in a business, I have a business, I have a company. I don't know who to hire first, a PA or a CEO, and then I see someone that's successful. Let's say, for instance, that has a business, and that person says they hired a PA first before they got a CEO. I'm like, oh, okay. They're helping. It's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, let me cut off this and do this. Now I can be able to make the right decision and according to the information that I got. Because if I go to the next person and I hear the same thing, it means that I must not rush and let's say jump into a CEO because maybe I might not be able to manage or do 1, 2, 3. I'll even ask, why do you hire a CEO first? Like, no, I mean a PA first. They'll say no because of CEO. They'll need this, and this, and you don't. Then oh, okay. Then now I can go back and decide, okay, does it work for me? Should I hire a CEO or a PA? Okay, I feel like what they said makes sense because of this, and they say CEO is expensive more than PA. Okay, secondly, CEO, let's say, what does 1, 2, 3, and PA, oh, it's safe. Okay, you know what? Let me work with this. You see, I made that decision myself. That person didn't make it for me. They didn't just come to me and say, hire a PA, and I don't know why, but I made it. So even in the future, if I made a mistake, I'm able to know why I made a mistake. And my mistake is not because I listened to that person. My mistake is the decisions that helped me make that decision. You understand? This is just something, man. It's other deep things, but you know, I get happy when I speak about such. You can't stop us. But I'm now profitable because I take analysis and compare them to mine. The similarity. I love this, man. I love this. Continue doing this, guys. If you can model Maremi, I believe I just mentioned your name more. Salute. We appreciate, boss. Salute, man. I respect and appreciate you more. I was following you since 2022 where you were using Evertrade and you went to Veracity. Yes, but I think I've never been on Evertrade. I think in 2020 I was on IC markets. Yeah, maybe IC markets, but I've never really traded Evertrade. I think CM Trade. I think I was on CM Trading, and then I went to Veracity. With Veracity, we were milking Veracity, guys. It were if there was one broker that like I was milking, it was Veracity, man. But yeah, salute. Let's do this, man. Fam, how do you factor in news releases? Because sometimes you analyze a buy on, let's say, whatever with let's say base currencies, whatever with USD pays, but the USD news releases come out positive as buys for USD. Yes, I believe if I understand your question, if let's say you're looking at base currency being whatever, let's say GBP USD or Euro USD or USD or CHF USD, if there's anything like that, and USD comes out as positive from what you're saying, it means that if it's positive, USD is going to go up, which means that whatever that was the base, because USD in this sense is a code currency, that means that whatever that was base is going to sell because there's more buying on the USD. So if it's GBP USD, it means that when USD is positive, GBP USD is going to go down because of the fact that USD is pushing upwards. You understand? So yeah, that's just like, let's say now, for instance, gold. If USD, like now when you're looking at the DEX here, and we're looking at this price, basically you can see now how it came. It's moving a bit more downward somewhere here. So we're seeing dollar going down, but we're seeing dollar potentially maybe coming up here to retest, but ultimately we're seeing the dollar go down here, dollar go down. So when dollar go down, that is why we're seeing what? That is why we're seeing buy on gold, because the dollar goes down, so gold has to eventually go up. So that's how we are able to even come up with like the longer term. That's why even here on GPSD, because the dollar is, we're seeing the dollar go down, GPSD we're seeing it buy. Here also we're seeing it buy. So now the only thing that we need to do now is be able to find the right entry, because we can't just buy here. Let's say, for instance, sometimes you can't just buy here if there's no specific entry. Let's say if you buy here, and maybe I put my stop loss here, maybe I take profit here. Maybe this might make sense because it's close to 3%, but sometimes, we try to be involved in those trades that are going to allow us to get such rewards. You understand? So let's say with this, for instance, this trade pushing upwards, it does make sense. We are in a buy, so obviously we're anticipating price to go up, but we'd love for price to be cheap in order of us to be able to buy it. We don't want to buy it when it's expensive like this. Same thing with gold. We're looking to buy because the dollar is dropping. We're seeing dollar go down. We're seeing dollar drop up until on the bigger time frame, in fact, not even small, bigger time frame. We're seeing it drop till first take profit. I mean, first drop here, second drop, all the way up once it breaks below here, all the way till somewhere around these levels here. But this is more like future structures. But that means that obviously we're seeing GBP go up, Euro USD go up, gold go up, and so on. You understand? So that's what we're seeing. And obviously that's why we see US tech and US 30 go down. Okay, I hope I answered that well. Okay, I think you need to rewatch also this in terms of seeing how we looked at it, because I have a full breakdown on how we saw it. But currently, we were seeing price come all the way down to maybe somewhere here, potentially somewhere here, and then price pushing upwards. So we're even just saying that, you see, like now there's types of you can be involved in short-term trades, but it's very risky because the market is not moving in that direction. The market is basically moving upwards in terms of momentum and all those things. But let's say, for instance, if you are more of a person that's scalping, whatever that you're looking for, that's where you'd be able to just, like, let's say this engulfing, but it's not engulf. This candle didn't engulf the previous candle, but that's where you'd be able to just, like, maybe sometimes you catch such moves, which are more like short-term trades. It's just a short-term trade. The ultimate thing is this going up. So you see, if let's say, for instance, on GBPSD, we also looked for a short-term trade of a sell. Find out that now it took us out because of the fact that, anyways, the market is going up. We're in a buy trend. We're in a buy trend. We're not forced. It's like, even if I have a retracement here, where I started from here, going all the way up, it didn't really touch this 38 level. So even if it's coming, it's a retracement. I wanted to retrace somewhere up until these areas where I'll be able to find the right entry. So that's the ultimate thing. We've been pushing since the first day, most definitely, man, most definitely. So how do I know when to start drawing trends from on the chart on any currency pair? Please, would you advise? So let's say the best thing that I can say is, let me just pull this out. The best thing is you use two most recent touches. So let's say, for instance, now I can see my market is ranging. So what I'm more likely to do is I'm going to take the two lows, which is this first low, this is the second low, and I'm going to take the two highs as well, which this is my first high and this is my second high. First high and second high. And then this is how I basically look at what's going on here. Then I'll be able to maybe even understand, okay, price maybe can come here and then maybe go here to give me a third touch, and then it can go back up. Understand? So use the most two recent touches is where I'm going with this. What's your checklist for confirming an entry? The first thing that we check for is, firstly, I wait for, what is this? I wait for trend direction on the bigger time frame. Let's say daily, 4 hour, I wait for trend direction. Then I go on the 1 hour, look for pattern in terms of, is it continuation pattern? Is it a reversal pattern? Where are we in that pattern, and so on? Then I go all the way to the 15 minutes, and then I wait for candlestick confirmation. So, sorry, candlestick confirmation in terms of, right now when the candle is, let's say on the 15 minutes, if I was on the daily, I'm seeing that it's a downward trend. Okay, perfect, I got that. On the 1 hour, I've got a pattern that's giving a continuation pattern. And as well, I'm looking at, where are we at resistance. Let's say, for instance, it's not yet at the resistance. I want for price to push upwards a bit to resistance. Once it gets there, I'm going to go to as low as the 15 minutes, and then I'm going to try to look for candlestick, which means that anything like a rejection candle, a hammer, engulfing candle, tweezer tops, you name it, a candlestick confirmation. How do you deal with psychology behind winning or even trade? Okay, let me show you something real quick. I like the fact that you asked this. I'm gonna share something with you. How do you deal with this guy? Milano is asking, how do you deal with psychology behind a losing trade? Check here, man. I even have it here. But this was a long time ago in terms of this is a trading plan that I used just to demonstrate in terms of this was a long. Okay. What questions do I ask after a winning trade? After a winning trade, I will first guard against overconfidence and ensure that my attitude remains consistent. 2, check to see that I did everything as well as I could. 3, remind myself that executing the trade in accordance with my plan is more important than the outcome of the trade. So I don't care if I won, but as long as I followed my plan, okay? After a losing trade, I will 1, examine the trade and learn what I can from it. 2, check to ensure that I execute all aspects of the trade in accordance to my plan. 3, evaluate my state of mind to ensure that I am calm, relaxed, and ready to enter the market again with an emotional and professional attitude in terms of moving over to the next trade. So basically, I think that answered it. That's what I wrote down in terms of this is what I do, me personally. However, I'm finding it hard to be consistent. When I see good setups, I'm afraid to enter. How can I manage my psychology in terms of not being afraid and be more confident with the trades that I take? Write it down, man. Write it down. Know what you're entering. Like you see, me, I know what I enter. How will I find my setups? I find my setup when I require utilizing trade. Okay, yeah. Which thing I will trigger my entry. Trigger primate is to go to long when the price resumes direction of the trend, correcting and in a continuation pattern and breaking the pattern with an impulse candle, reverse for the short trade. And like write it down, man. Like I have my strategy here. So as long as it's written, no matter what, man, like I have to follow this plan. Because if you can write down a plan, all you have to do in order for you to not face your fears is to follow that plan. Right now, maybe the fact that you are being afraid is because you don't have a plan. You just don't trying to not to lose, but you don't have a plan. I'll drink you booster to finish the 10-hour session. I like that, man. I like that, bro. I bought a funder account. Nice one, man. Let's do this. Let's get funded. Do you really make profit by looking at how the charts move? Most definitely, man. You do. Most definitely. It's funny and it's straight up. Gold took me up and shot up. Nah. Yeah, that's you shouldn't really rush some trades, man. Just wait patiently for the trades to play out. Have to wait patiently. Have to wait. So we still have to see what's gonna happen. Like, let's say now with gold, what I'm seeing, if it closes and breaks above here, already I can understand that maybe it's ready for that buy now. But because of the way it's gonna look, I won't take it because look at the risk to reward, which means that yes, it can go up. It's not like it's not, it can go up, but it's gonna come here and then maybe just break above, just above, and then maybe potentially come, and then we have to now readjust and find a new entry somewhere here. You understand? So it's just more about waiting on there's times about like to get that good trade. There's times about you're gonna play. Like I remember when I was still trying to get things up and stuff, out trying to grow my small account because I was trying to get the right entries only and not just be in the markets. The more I was trading and being in the markets, I was losing money because I was on the wrong side. I'm getting a call from my young king. Sorry, guys. Now is that time when we have to get back to working. But what I was just saying is that even though price pushes up, it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh no, this thing went against me, the market. No, no, no. My mind is open to that. I know it's more likely to do that. You understand? I honestly see a breakthrough coming my way because of your sacrificing your time to help us. God bless you. I just have to work on patience and all will be good. I appreciate you, man. I'm just giving this appreciations and stuff. And most definitely, man, breakthrough is gonna come. And breakthrough comes from, man, even me, I just witnessed and experienced like a young breakthrough today, this morning, just because of I was patient and just because of I didn't have to, like, there's something that I was going through that I could have solved it. I could have, like, let's say, fought and try go there and try to speak to these people and try to do this and do. But I just waited, and waiting in terms of, I didn't just sit and wait and be like, oh, things are gonna, no, I just waited and I prayed, okay, God, this is what I'm going to do, you understand? But I'm just waiting for breakthrough. I know things are gonna happen. I know. I pray, I have faith, all those things and stuff. Every day I was just consistent on my prayer. I was waiting, but I was waiting in prayer, not just waiting waiting in prayer. And then boom, in the morning, I got a slight sign of breakthrough. You understand? And I was like, oh wow, like wow. If I didn't believe and I didn't have faith, I was gonna fight and go and try to do this. And that's when I would have blocked my breakthrough. That's what I'm trying to say. If I was not patient enough. If I'm not patient enough and I try to force the market to move in my direction and I try to just show you guys that I'm good, I can double an account, and I try to just enter a trade here, I can block my blessing, which means that with the money that I have, in order to find that the right opportunity so I can trade, I can blow my account and not have money that I can enter with, and when God gives me now a nice setup, I don't have enough funds. When I enter, the market says, boom, not enough funds. You blocked your blessing, you blocked your breakthrough. That trade was supposed to be your breakthrough trade, but you're not patient enough. I don't know what you were rushing for. So Kara was asking, what do I need to learn to be successful? I learn supply demand zones. What knowledge can I add? Psychology, discipline. Two more things you need to add is psychology, discipline, and as well risk management, obviously. So psychology, risk management, and discipline. That's all. That's the most important thing that you need. Once you've got supply and demand, perfect. Focus on mastering that, but add psychology, discipline. Salute. Safe. Yeah. Away. Might be wrong, but you're the first but you the first to see and said to do live trading on YouTube. Shout out, bro. I know, salute. I respect that, man. I'm not sure about being the first. Normally, I don't like saying that I'm the first to do this and all those things because maybe someone done it and stuff. But yeah, I just, I just feel like, we just have to do this somewhere. We just have to do this. Teach you guys, like if possibly I could do a seminar daily. You guys come together, we all and all that and do all that, but obviously that's going to require a lot, like in terms of money for some people having to get there. Also, even me, obviously I have to book that venue. It's going to take money, take time, because now I won't be able to do certain things. I have to come, I have to wear the suit too and all those things. You see, now I'm chilled in my outfit at home. I have to go get suits, I have to get this. It's a lot, but this is much more better. The fact that we're able to connect, find out that maybe you are in KZ, and so you see, when you're doing, I'm not leaving anyone behind, basically. What and when did you realize that you only make trading difficult in your own mind? What and when did you realize? Yeah, but I'm not sure if I understand the question, but trading is difficult in your own mind. Yes, that's true. So whether you believe it's difficult or whether you believe it's not difficult, you are both right. That's where I'm going with this. Love you, man. Love you too, brother. I need your WhatsApp number. I'm gonna give you our WhatsApp number. This is plus 2772187928 plus 27187928. There it is. I sent them in the comment section, and yeah, man, I'm active. I'm on WhatsApp, but I just get too many messages. So, but I'm on WhatsApp. You can just get it. To speak with me personally, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Thanks for the skills. Since in this journey we learn each and every single day for us to grow, help us find the edge. Most definitely the goal is to help you find the edge, man. Thank you for these free live sessions. Most definitely, man. One of my brothers the other day, I was on a session. If you guys saw the NFP session, he's like, man, so many people. He's like, man, me, I'll charge them 5,000 so that I can make this much. And I was like, nah, man. My feet is itching. But it's like, no, I must charge 5,000 and make. He was already calculated to make 1.8 million, 1, 2, 3. I was like, nah, man, I get you, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Like for me, I feel like even though, man, it's not like, yeah, I can charge and all those things, but it's better like to do them free. Because if I charge also, it'll come with like, I don't know. But if I'm doing it for free, like it's easy for everyone. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, but thank you. how much did you make from trading before you open forex chases? I wouldn't really necessarily say I made a total of this much, but I actually have a video today that's gonna drop in the evening. I need you to watch it. Thanks for that question. That's a very good question. I need you to watch it. That video talks about how I got my breakthrough in trading before even like forex chasers. So at first it shows me making $5, $1, $3, and then I started making $70, $100, $200, and then I got my big breakthrough when we made like about 30,500, but it was pounds at this time, 10,500 pounds in just one single trading week. Then we got humbled by the markets again, and then we were here to readjust to make $200 and all those numbers. And so it shows you my 2017 and 2018 journey, which was before forex chases, what I was making from the markets and all those things. So just make sure that you watch it. It's going to be dropping tonight. Thanks, man, for the skill set in this journey. We learn each and every day in order for us to grow. Okay, I think I read this. I'm the guys you taught. I'm the guys you taught, and I've been blessed. I appreciate the fact that you're able to come back here and mention this to someone. Do you have a mentor because you're so good in teaching, man? Yo, there was a time where my things where I was so stressed and I was like, I need a mentor. I need a mentor. I need a mentor, because I felt like I had so many things going on and I just didn't know who to reach out to. So currently, I was able to just secure myself with some people that are doing, but it's not like more like a trading mentor. It's just more of a personal development mentor, if I may put it that way. Just so I can keep myself in check, all those things. You have a mindset of a billionaire, doc. You're serving people. I appreciate this. I appreciate this. And yeah, that's the goal, man. That's the goal, because each one teach one. And I believe that there's a lot that we can do. And I believe that we still have a lot that we can learn from each other. And teaching you doesn't mean that I'm no longer gonna be myself, in terms of I don't have that information anymore, but it will force me to. In fact, teaching you will force me to level up, because in the next week it means that I mustn't teach you the same thing that I taught you last week. Which means that now I need to learn more. Meaning that as soon as this live session ends, guys, I'm learning on the back end. I'm learning. So when you come back again the next day, I can teach you something better. You understand? So I'm putting myself in a tough position. Okay. But yeah, guys, I think for now maybe we can please. Yes, I'm recording this session. I see members are asking, am I recording this session? Yes, I am recording it. So I think for now we can hustle and push. And I can see one member is asking, can you please create a Telegram group chat for us, please? Yeah, maybe I should create a chat where we can speak and all those things. But you know what? Let's just do something. Let me just do this. In terms of the chat, once we get to, I don't know, currently we're sitting on 25, I think 25,000 subscribers. Maybe once we get to 30,000 subscribers, we are going to open a chat where we will be able to speak and connect and do all those things. You understand? So let's just push it. Make sure that you are in the Telegram, guys. Once we get to those numbers, we are pushing it. Okay. Patient, my brother. Most definitely. Thanks for the knowledge. You got this. Do you have a Telegram or WhatsApp group where you can establish a community to help each other trade? Most definitely. I think we have a Telegram currently, but I'll be opening a chat so we are able to chat in that Telegram. So it's easy of us to be able to speak with each other and do all that. So let's get it to 30K followers, subscribers, because currently we're on 25,000. And from there, we're opening a chat. Okay. Why do you think that some famous traders moved to Dubai? Did you also cross your mind? I'm not sure. I wouldn't say why I think maybe it did move to like, let's say traders would have moved to Dubai. But for me, yes, it did cross my mind many times. In fact, I had the opportunity to move, let's say for instance, when I was there last year. So I was like, you know what, maybe I should just move here. Everything is simple. Obviously, tax, regulations, all like here in South Africa, it's getting a bit more stricter, tighter. Like there's a lot of things that are needed. And some people, like, let's say for me now, yeah, I can do all that and all, but I'm not like at first I'm doing this, mind you, I'm doing this on a personal level. Like let's say when I'm showing how to trade and all those things, I'm doing it on a personal level. So if they're making it difficult for me to teach and show and share, why not move to a place where it's gonna make it simple? And also, mind you guys, it also has to do with people. Some people, when you teach them, you are very good, you've got the skill, you're teaching, find that you're teaching people something that you've got, and people are now calling you names. Let's say they say you're a scammer, you don't know how to trade, you don't know how to, and you're just there asking yourself, I've been doing this for 8 years, what do these people mean? They make you doubt yourself. So you go where you feel appreciated, unfortunately. Mean that if we are doing seminars here in SA, you're gonna be like, you know what? Let me just go to a different country and go see what people are saying that side. And when you get the people are gonna love you more than home, because anyways, people appreciate you away from. That's what they say. If you want to succeed, go far away from home. That's where you're gonna succeed. And then when you get there, you're gonna meet a lot of people that wanna love you and bless you and do all those things and then you're gonna be like, wow. But the only problem is obviously you're gonna forget home, but now you're in the best position and now you're helping people that appreciate you. And those people that maybe were calling you all those names and stuff, you no longer focus on them because now you are where you are feeling appreciated. Because anyways, we are all human beings. We also want to be we want to see that our work is being appreciated. Oh, my feet is burning, guys. So, guys, for now, a leadership. What role does manifesting play when it comes to any business? What leadership? What role does manifesting? Yeah, I mean, I feel like this. I feel like with this man, it's yeah, it does play major because there's times whereby even if you have the right knowledge, the best info, some things there's what, like when it comes to hustling business and like even trading, there's a lot of obstacles and challenges that you are gonna face, guaranteed. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I say you won't things, I won't say that get my strategy and then you're gonna make all the money in the world. No, there is challenges that you're gonna face. You are gonna be tested so many times. That's just it. And testing, it's only how bad do you want it. That's just it. Like how bad do you want it? So when you manifest and already see yourself on the other side, which means that when you see yourself on the success side, the side where you say, once I've made it, this is the side that I'm gonna be in, and you see yourself there. When you're going through tough times, you won't give up like most people do. Most people would give up because it's hard of them to see. They hustle, then they hit an obstacle, then they say, you know what? I feel like people they got lucky when they got over this, me also against me. You know what? Let me give up. Let me do something else. But if you manifest and you see yourself on the other side, no matter what, you are gonna push through because there's no other way. You see yourself on that other side. Do you get it? Yes, yes. I think this is dope. How about you put upcoming traders on by going live with them, and that'll be cool. That's dope. I feel like once we also open up the Telegram chat, we'd be able to just specifically see which traders we can go into live sessions with and all those things. So I feel like that would be dope. That would be dope. Yes, there'll be always be those using the information the wrong way. That's true. And some people like gatekeeping, guys. I won't lie. There's a guy that used to speak negative. Where was it? I think it was on, I forgot. I had a community. Was it on Telegram or on YouTube? That guy would comment like, nah, guys, like something negative. And then it's funny because he's like, no, guys, don't join. What? Don't join. I think it was on Facebook. I said, guys, join my Telegram group. He was like, don't join. But guess what? That guy was in my Telegram group. So I feel like some people want to hold things in so that other people don't get in, just so they benefit on their own. Because anyways, if we all succeed and we all buy BMW M3s, it's gonna look like the guy that worked hard to get a BMW M3 then is nothing. You understand? So some people want to only be themselves that win. So they gatekeep the information. They want to first win by the BM, and then after, maybe when they buy a Lamborghini, that's when they start sharing. You get it? So we don't do that, man. We don't do that. We don't hold anything in. But guys, we've been pushing. My feet is aching. My feet is burning. And I just want you guys to be in the Telegram group. Make sure that you're in the Telegram group, just so I keep on updating you. Once this breakout, if this breaks out, I'll let you know that it did break out, is going up. We'll just see, let's say in terms of the range, what type of movements is more likely to happen. But obviously that's getting late, which means that New York session, yeah, maybe we can still see price going there, but potentially we can see this trade happen more like let's say for instance like tomorrow, and then if it does hold as well, I'll give you guys an update. Let's see us tech basically. Okay, let's just see. We're looking at price hold here, so let's just go back. This is the 1 hour. Okay, one more minute. I feel like we need to also see how this candlestick closes. Once it does close above here on the 4 hour, then it will mean that price would have broken above here. And then let me just zoom out a bit, which means that obviously price could potentially just come just a bit more up here. This pattern would hold, and this is where we'd have our next resistant area right here. You see, so that's one of the advantages about like waiting for the right setup to show itself. Because if you just like, let's say you rush it like here, I remember very well we said that it's very important of us to wait for a candlestick. What is it? Candlestick confirmation, meaning that at least like a bearish engulfing. See, nothing happened. There's no bearish engulfing, so there's no reason to be selling. That's the signals at times that we look for. You wait for the bearish or candlestick confirmation, and then once that happens, obviously that's when we'll be able to see it. But right now, I highly believe that the market is basically swiping out people that have stop losses above here, plus as well people that have buy stops above here. The market is just testing and swiping them out, and then it will potentially test here and then potentially just go back down. So we are still going to be able to just look at that, and then we are going to be managing that as well. So I'll let you guys know from the Telegram group once price gets here what it's doing. Obviously here's where we're looking into having our stops. And then this US tech, so US 30, same thing. Wanted price to at least test here, come back up here, retest there, go back down in terms of structure, getting that nice clean entry. But at the same time, even once it does get there, once it gives me that thing that I'm waiting for in terms of entry wise, I will let you know, okay, this is what I'm seeing in terms of entry. This is what I would normally wait for confirmation, just so you have a clear mindset of what it takes to enter. It's not the thing whereby price gets in, then you just sell. No, it doesn't work like that. You wait. When it gets there, you are happy because it got where you wanted, but you wait for your entry levels, and then GBP USD as well. We'll still manage in terms of once it gets here, are we more likely to get that the bearish run, more like bearish, and then maybe find out that price is gonna get here, then maybe have to come back down here for a beautiful sell. But anyways, the market is moving exactly how it should in terms of GBP USD. It's moving, Euro USD as well, it's moving, and this is also going down. So potentially gonna get here at the sell. At this bottom, once it gets here, price could either break below here, or price could just come once more to the upside and then test this area. But we will observe. Obviously now I like the fact that it already broke below this low, so which means the price can potentially just come back and test here. So that's why I say it's very important to be in the Telegram group, just so we are able to follow through with these trades when they are playing out. Okay, when they are playing out. Okay, guys, my feet is aching. I don't know what's going on with it, so I just want to flush them real quick. Feel like I stepped on something that's like itchy. But one thing that I want us to do is let's just meet up once again tomorrow. We are going to be having more live sessions. So if I didn't see all your questions, guys, we are going to still be meeting up. Just make sure that you are in these sessions when you do happen to host them, so that you're able to get the full benefit of everything, guys. Full benefit of everything, from the very beginning to me breaking down the markets, to hopefully when you do happen to get entries, us executing. And then I remember when I was at because right now the last time we executed, I think it was on Tuesday. And last week we caught, I think Monday we had a negative day. Tuesday, Wednesday we had Tuesday we had a break-even day. Wednesday and Thursday we had positive days. And Thursday also with the NFP, after the NFP happened, we had positive. So I want you guys to be able to see the whole journey, how it's been built up, You understand? But let's do this, big guys. Let's meet up once again on tomorrow's session. I'm excited. Make sure that you do check out the video that will be posted later on today. And yeah, man, see you guys.